Oh, hello there. My name is Charlie. I'm a non binary sci fi fantasy writer, and today I'm working on the arts because I've got some pictures that I've been working on for an Oracle deck. And I'm probably going to show y'all in a little bit because I'm very, very proud of them. And I now have 2 of the 5 suits finished. It's actually coming together. Like I did the math. I've gotten 30 cards done. 30. 30 of the cards are now done. So I'm very, very excited. Anywho, I'm not alone today, and that's a good thing, which I'll explain in a minute. I'm joined by the wonderful Megan McCarthy, the amazing, the phenomenal, the mistress of all horror, Laura Nettles, and
Hi.
she who is writing the Chaos Cluster, Cat Leo. So, if you notice the thumbnail or the weird title for this one, my classes start up again today. So in about an hour and a half, I will be disappearing from the stream. But several of these lovely people have agreed to continue the stream and finish it off for me, which is amazing. And I will be doing this for the next 6 weeks, I think. 6 weeks or 8 weeks? It's 8 weeks, I think. I don't know. For the next several weeks, this will be the schedule for me. And then I don't know what happens after that because I don't know when the next class is going to be, if it's going to go back to a Tuesday or a Thursday, or who knows? Maybe it'll be a Monday or a Friday. They just change it all up. Who knows? But yeah, how is everybody doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I have a Fiverr gig that I've been working on all day, and I'm just trying to get that finished so that I can get started on the other copywriting project that I just got in my inbox as of like 5 minutes ago. So
So
I
you
have
did 20 or
another writing
25?
test from that freelance company. So we shall see how I do on that one.
I'm just here for a little bit while my mom was walking my dog and I am finishing up work.
Oh, nice.
Visitors. You have
Yeah,
visitors.
I do. It's so nice.
Charlie, do you do 25 or 20s?
I've been doing 25s, but traditionally I did 20. I just upped it by 5 minutes and didn't tell anybody or ask.
I can change what an alarm sound is? Whoa.
Yeah, they've added a lot of like bells and whistles to the stopwatch. So for anybody who was wondering what happened Friday, or Thursday, actually, I guess it started Thursday. At the end of last week's episode stream on Wednesday, I started feeling bad, and I then slept for 5 days. I am feeling much better now. I'm still not 100%. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that I slept for 5 days, but falling asleep is now difficult for me. And so, yay. But I'm feeling much better, and hopefully everything will be back on track as far as all that goes. Really quick hellos to the chat. Hello, Paget. Hello, Jen. Hello, Cool Gamer. Hello, Spence. I'm still so very sorry. I'm still so very, very sorry. I'm very, very sorry. I'm so sorry. Hello, Eva. How are you doing today? Isn't it though? I love all the like Mickey and Minnie and all the the Disney stuff. Yeah,
I'm having my mom watch the Happily Ever After fireworks show with me tonight on the TV.
Aw,
It's gonna be
that'll
great.
be fun.
yeah, I'm just having weirdness right now, but yeah, I'm not like leaving the YouTubes. Honestly, if there's any, the only social media platform I have technically left is Facebook. Like I haven't turned it off because there's some people that refuse to message me anywhere else. But yeah, I'm still going to be doing the YouTube stuff. Hopefully, I'll be doing a lot more YouTube stuff once I get energy again. That would be nice. People let go places. Yeah, right. Yeah, we've had a friend who's come over for a couple weekends in a row, and it's just so weird. And I'm probably gonna have to go into town tomorrow because. So I ordered a Bridget statue for so many reasons, and it finally shipped, and I was very excited. And it arrived in town today, and he put the address of the UPS store on it instead of my address, and it got returned to sender because I don't live at the UPS store. I know, weird, right? So I contacted them. They're going to hold it for me, hoping my husband can pick it up tomorrow after work and I don't have to go in. But what is this going places? Why? You having a cheese tray? I'd love a cheese tray right now. Yeah, I'm not explaining that. I did a bad. I know what I did. It was bad. Sorry, not sorry, but very sorry. It was bad. Yeah, like everything in my body decided to revolt at the same time. I threw my back out. My allergies flared up. Glory thinks I may have had the panini because when I was talking to her about my symptoms, she was like, that sounds like the latest variant running around, right? And I didn't think about it until I looked up the symptoms and went, that does look like the symptoms list for the latest one going around. So it's possible that that's what happened. It was very unpleasant. I did not like it. I do not want it to happen again.
I don't recommend it.
Yeah, I don't.
From the one I had, I really don't recommend it.
Yeah, whatever this thing was, no more, please. Just no more. Just easy pick out. Woohoo! Alrighty, so I'm just gonna let's go back to the beginning. Before we get into our actual sprints, I've been working on an Oracle deck. Here, let me actually put a link to this page for anybody who is interested in following along. I am updating this page with the new cards every time I finish one, and I'm just really happy with how it's turning out. There are a couple cards I'm probably going to redo, especially as I'm learning more about doing this style. But it is inspired by Matthew Fox's the Stations of the Cosmic Christ, and some of my own ideas that branched off of that. So yesterday, I finally felt good enough to sit up, and every card from here down I did yesterday because I could finally work again. And I made lots of cards, with the exception of the last one, number 10, there, because I did that one this morning. Actually did like 5 variants of that one, and that's the one I like best.
Okay. I have a comment since I'm actually looking at it fully on my screen now, like bigger than it was. I totally like the gender neutral version of 2.
Yeah,
More than the gender version.
I like both of them. I'm going to include both in the deck when it comes out because I really like the other one. I had a friend write me and ask for a gender neutral version of this one, and making a luminous exploded Earth picture like that was a lot of fun to do and really tricksy. And I rather like how it contrasts to this, because there's when you're using similar imagery, you get concerned that it's going to look samey, and I love how both of those turned out. I think they both came out pretty good. This one is one of my favorites because I just love how being infused with light. And I'm still a little concerned that one's a little too creepy. Like, I like it. But
I like it.
It's creepy, but I like it. It's a good creepy.
And this one is probably my favorite one so far because I don't know why when I thought about this, when I started getting this image in my head, like the water needed to be on fire, but the water needed to be on fire. And so the water's on fire. But I'm very excited for how these are turning out. Like I said, that page that I linked to in chat, every time I finish a new image, I'm putting it up there because I'm sharing them with a bunch of people who are giving me active feedback. Any active feedback is always welcome for this. Once all of the cards are done, so there are 3 more suits of 14 cards each. So that's what, 42 cards left. If I did my math right, I'm probably wrong, but 48. Anyway, there are 3 more suits of 3 more suits of 14 cards each that I have yet to do. I do know what the theme of each of those cards are, so it's just coming up with the images for them, and then I'm going to order a prototype deck and see how they look like. And as we've talked about before, there may be a Kickstarter for getting these actually produced and sent out to people. So I'm kind of excited. I am really excited at how invested other people have gotten into this project because it's something that means an awful lot to me, and I've been having a lot of fun doing it. And I've actually learned a lot about doing digital art doing this because this was not the art style I wanted to do for it. It's just the way the cards started panning out and trying to keep the art style consistent throughout it. I've learned how to paint with light in a digital in digital in a way that I did not know that I could do. So
Nice. New skills. Ooh.
New skills.
Level up.
Oh, yeah, because like when I was working on that last that image of Our Lady of Lourdes last night, I didn't even have to think about how am I going to color her skin, how am I going to texture the robes. Like it was just like, okay, now I do this and this and this and this and that. Like it was just doing.
Mm-hmm.
I finally like that card to me is like the magic pivot point where I finally got from having to think about, well, how is this going to work, to okay, now I just do this and then I do that and I just did it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's always an amazing feeling when you're practicing any creative skill, is to get to that point where you're just like, hey, I could just do the thing now. So hopefully that continues forward. I'm currently working on the first card of the next suit, which is the Archangel Uriel. And I know what I want it to look like. We'll see if it looks like what I want it to look like, but I know what I want it to look like. So I'm very excited.
I got published.
Yay!
Yay! It's up now, finally. Wanna see?
Yes. Yes.
We want to see all the things.
So it's a 100-word story called Birth of the Nephilim. So I guess I'll read it. It's so long.
So long.
Rachel gasped as she was overshadowed by a fallen angel. Her soul dissolved, mingling with one of dark fire and rock. They separated, but she was left changed. The baby is too big, yelled the midwife. There's no way you can push out something of that size. Rachel gritted her teeth, then cut it out. Hot blood splashed the lavish desert tent cushioned interior as a wicked sharp hunting knife bit into bulging, deformed top belly, rending thick layers of bloody membranes in twain. From the deep fissure rose a being with wings hard as stone. Sun, Destroyer, Nephilim.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it. I love it.
I agree with Eva. Drop a link in the chat.
Yes, definitely. Drop a link.
Yeah.
I just updated my website with it. But okay.
We still want the link. Maybe we're lazy.
Never underestimate the sheer laziness that is me. Like I know I feel
really want something, and because I'm too lazy, I won't do it.
no, it feels like I do a lot, and kinda, sorta, ish I do, but I have systems that keep it from being just way, way too much.
Here it is.
And just to be a monster about things, and the fact that I'm being yelled at by another friend of mine that I never self promote anything. If you like Laura's Nephilim story, maybe you will like one of mine, which you can find over on my YouTube channel. It says it's posting the link. There it is. Did it a year or so ago. I don't know. Time is a persistent illusion. Confirmation. It is read by me with the arts by me, and is the origin story of one of the characters in my Blinded Angel series.
Nice.
So, if you're into the whole Nephilim thing and want more, there's mine.
So completely off topic. My friend constantly sends me like screenshots or already existing screenshots of stuff off like Tumblr or Twitter, whatever. This one is Chewbacca has been around since Anakin turned to the dark side. Chewbacca has literally witnessed the whole Skywalker family fucking up the galaxy.
Yep.
When Ben was born, Chewbacca was probably just like, can't wait to see how this one fucks up. And the comment after, no wonder he's always screaming.
Well, they confirmed in I think it was Rise of Skywalker that he's like 200 and some years old. So he's seen all of the mess ups, like everybody that's ever.
He's just
Thank
like,
you, Eva.
Nice.
13 is a magical number.
It is. It's one of my lucky numbers. Not my luckiest number, but
it's my dad's lucky number.
Friday the 13th is always a happy day. And it's weird, but to hell with the Templars, I guess.
I mean, it was supposed to be a day of luck. They're the ones who turned it to a day of bad luck.
So, are you
Okay.
sharing your timer, or am I sharing?
Yeah. I got one up. Chrome tab. Where is it? And you wanted the fancy dress one, right?
Yeah.
I shuffled it until I got at least a witch in there for Carrie.
Who am I gonna be?
My mom.
I think you have to be there.
So I'm gonna skedaddle.
Okay.
Alrighty.
See you later.
Have the fun with the visiting.
Thanks. We have pot roast for dinner,
Ooh, yummy.
and then enchiladas tomorrow.
Nice.
So excited.
Have fun with the Disney and the visiting.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. I got all confused. That's why we were flipping around the screen, because I'm like, oh no, it covered up 1 and 2. Because I didn't realize that it randomized the numbers as well. And I'm like,
Yeah, when you shuffle it, when you shuffle the characters, it randomizes them.
yeah, I was like, why did it cover up 1 and 2? And I just had a moment. I'm fine. Everything's fine. I just have no energy and my brain don't work. So art.
I'm gonna be that weird kangaroo dog.
The Kanga dog.
I don't know why. Well, I do know why, because freaking Minions, but I looked up and I saw banana. And didn't actually hear the Minions saying banana. I heard my friend Doc saying it, because if you really want to just die laughing, if you're around him when he's drinking, just whisper the word banana and he will just start like randomly, not knowing why, going banana, and they get really confused as to why he did it, and just kind of like wander around for a bit trying to figure out why he said banana. It's great. It's a fun party game. Just banana. Just it's like a weird trigger he has when not sober, and I loves it so much. Um,
All right.
alrighty. So make sure that you have your work open. I have my Uriel open right over there. Make sure that you are taking care of yourselves. If you just need to glance off into the distance and daydream for a bit, remember, self-care is productivity for writers.
The universe might be slapping you in the face telling you that.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like there's been a lot of the universe slapping me and others lately. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get started on this. I'm like, oh no, I'm on the wrong screen. I need to click things. Like, no, I don't. Aha. Let's go ahead and get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
That was such a close race at the end. Like,
Was actually.
I just realized I forgot to pick somebody.
Wait, you did?
I thought you picked.
Oh, I picked a banana. I picked a banana. You're right. You're
yeah.
right. I'm fine. I'm fine. I really am. I really am. Oh, I have class today. This is going to be so much fun. So, I worked on getting my base layers set up to work on this picture of Uriel, and it's close. I'm so close. I think I just have a couple more, maybe 2 more. Okay, done. Huzzah. And then I'll be able to actually start making the picture. Because as of right now, it's just I'm doing stuff. I'm doing those basic things, what need to be done, so that I can do the other things later. People are hard. Anywho, how did y'all do?
I did some research into how to replace backgrounds, so I could have like a green screen effect for if I do skits
Oh, nice.
in Premiere Pro.
If we can find it, and that's a big if, because I'll have to ask Brian if he knows where it is. I have a green screen that we bought in a distant foreign life when we thought we were going to do a YouTube channel a long, long time ago that I have never used. So it's like
nice.
brand new, but old. So if he knows where it is and you decide that you do want to do green screen stuff, I will definitely send it to you, because it does not need to be in our house. Because I
was going to use
not
my
going to be
wall
doing it.
because I was like, I need like a solid color. And my wall is a solid color.
Oh, I actually did research onto what color green did I need to get so that it wouldn't mess with most things and be easy to key out. Like,
Nice.
it's like a very specific, like, neon key lime green that's just like, you will never have anything near you that is this color unless you're really into tacky t-shirts. Like, if you're not wearing like some like Tommy Bahama shirts, like, you will never have this color on your body. So, but like I said, I have no idea where it is. I don't know if Brian does either. That'll be a fun thing to just surprise him with when he gets home.
It's like, hey, I need to look for something for Cat.
Because if it is still here, if we do still have it, we don't need it. So,
And then let's see. I had to message PayPal because they spelled my name wrong, so I have to get them to spell it correctly again.
Oh no!
And of course, their process for that is like
Forever.
convoluted as all else. I was gonna say something inappropriate, but stop myself short before saying it.
There are no heroes here, but I highly recommend, if you are doing anything on a service that lets you collect payments, and you can pick Stripe or anything that is not PayPal.
Yeah, unfortunately for the job I'm doing, I have to use PayPal.
Oh.
So,
not even getting into what a monster Peter Thiel is, who is one of the owners of PayPal.
So predatory, and
that company. I've had friends that have had their accounts frozen just because they tried to do a withdrawal.
Yeah.
And like, but that's my money.
Yeah.
I would like my money, please. And just I don't like PayPal. If you can, just don't. Just don't. Ooh. Isabella started a short story. That's exciting.
Ooh.
Nice.
Loves me a good short story.
Also, I love her profile picture.
Right?
That is gorgeous.
I recognize the video game it's from, but I don't remember the name of what it is. But my
Yeah.
boyfriend plays it and loves the game.
See, Paget is running your draft through Per Writing Aid. Yeah. Oh, I love Per Writing Aid because I'm mildly dyslexic. And there are a lot of words that I write inside out and I cannot see it. And I also have a lot of unique contractions that exist nowhere except for in my writing, apparently.
One of the
Yeah.
words I always misspell is occasionally. I add an extra S in there. And it doesn't always catch it for some reason on the stuff I use. I'm like, is it just because I misspell it so often you're just like, I give up now?
I have given up on you.
I'm hoping that at some point before I enter the great beyond, I will spell unnecessary correctly once. Because I never misspell it the same way twice. I once put a P in it. Why did I put a P in it? I don't know. I'm going to blame my Irish Gaelic ancestors for that one. I don't know why it had a P in it. I'm assuming it was because I hit the wrong key, except for, with the exception of the L, there's no key next to the P that it could have been in that word. And actually, it wasn't unnecessarily. So, no, it didn't have an L in it. So, I don't know why. I just did. Just added a letter. You know, as you do.
I might be making backgrounds, even though I haven't decided what I would be doing skits of.
So, I'm also very happy that I got the lifetime for Per Writing Aid way back when they first offered it, and it was very inexpensive because I don't have to worry about not being able to pay for it. So anytime you can get those lifetimes, if you can afford them on things that you're going to use, think about it. Progress on client work.
Nice.
Program runs better. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Per Writing Aid does not like long things. I once accidentally, because I use it to do things in Scrivener, and I once accidentally clicked on on one of my big folders that has a whole bunch of smaller folders with a whole bunch of, like, I think that one had a total of like maybe 5 or 6 novels in it.
Oh, man.
And I just watched as my computer went, do not even think of using me until this stupid thing is done.
Oh.
Just walk away, make dinner, make breakfast tomorrow, have a good night's sleep. Because I couldn't even get it to let me force quit the app. Like, it just went and took all the resources for the computer. Eventually, OS 10 went, I don't know what's wrong. I'm just going to restart. And did. And then I had to figure out how to open that document so that it wasn't by default in that folder.
Oh, man.
I don't remember how I did it, but it was a very long, protracted thing. Yeah, it does not like long. It does not like long story. No, is not good. It is not good. Love short stories too. See, I write in Scrivener, so I generally will have any scene that will have a space break between them as its own file in Scrivener. So it's easier for me to do that. Also, it's easier for me to edit because if I think of, that one scene, because I also very obnoxiously title all the scenes in my thing so I can find things. I have problems. Well, remember, because it doesn't actually download all of its libraries, depending on what things you're having it do, it has to communicate back and forth with the server. So especially if you didn't turn off the plagiarism check, because I know that's a problem that every now and then gets turned on in the and I don't know if you're using the local one or the internet one, but check your the reports that you're pulling up. because every now and then I've noticed that the plagiarism check gets turned back on, which is problematic because it then has to compare your story to its database of other
Everything?
things. And while it uses a hash system and it doesn't take so long, it will just go, which is a technical term, by the way. Um, yay. Yes, feeling like dial up. Oh no. Oh no, nothing should ever feel like dial up. That's so bad. See, that's why I usually drop dead after you edit. Yeah, my problem. We're not going to go through my editing problems. That could be a whole stream in and of itself. Like maybe I will live edit. Maybe I'll do a live edit stream at some point, just so you all can relish the painful expressions on my face as Bob berates me in the back of my head for what a terrible writer and what bad decisions I made. Why are there so many semicolons? Why did you do this? Stop with the end dashes. Stop with the dashes. We don't need them. Oh, what is patience for anyway? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to say the word allegedly just to cover all of our bases. Spence obviously meant allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. But you're not wrong. Allegedly. Yeah, same. It's not that I hate it so much. It's just the few times I've really enjoyed it was when I got to work one-on-one with an editor and we were actually going through a draft together and it didn't feel so alone, and the evil thing in the back of my head that I've named Bob couldn't yell at me as well. Because I have very low feels about my own writing, and Bob shares them. Oh, so many words that, like, there was one word that I could have sworn was a word. I could have sworn I heard other people use it. I looked in every dictionary I could, and at the time, for that one specific word, and I can't remember exactly what the word was, I still had a subscription to the OED through one of the places I worked. And I was like, if this has ever been an English word, it will be in the Oxford English Dictionary. No. Not it or anything like it was in the OED. I don't know where this word came from, but yeah, I am very good at that.
I have some fun backgrounds. I have no clue what I'm going to use them for.
I see what you did, Paget. I see what you did. Yeah, because there are a couple things that I've been able to get the lifetime on that have made me very happy, mainly because they didn't instantaneously go away. There's part of me that kind of hopes that next time they reopen lifetimes on World Anvil, I can afford to get the lifetime. But at the same time, I want to continually give them money because, one, Janet and Demi are amazing, and two, I don't want this service to ever go away. I need it. It is integral to the process of everything that I do. I needs it. Yeah. Oh, it hated me. It hated me so much.
No, I was just in the same position forever.
She's very good at the sitting of still.
Yeah, it confuses my father too. He sometimes is like, "Are you still breathing?" Maybe, I don't know.
Hello, Jordan. How are you doing today? I hope all is well with you.
Hi, Jordan.
You're editing differently for clients than you do for yourself, though you haven't written anything yourself in forever. Oh, I feel that. I have so much writing that I want to be doing, but that part of my brain is just, especially the creative writing part of my brain, has been turned off for way too long. And every now and then I get this like hint of a glimmer of, haha, you could be creative again. And it's wonderful. And I'm very happy. And then it goes away again. I make more weird pictures. because Braille, there are contractions for words. That's interesting. I mean, it makes sense. Alrighty, so need to double check my time because I've got time for one more sprint before I am running off. They're going to be staying around and doing whatever with y'all, but I got time for one more sprint before I got to go get ready for the class.
I sent you a thing on Discord. That's what the ding was. Say goodbye to Spaceman.
Oh my!
Goodbye, spaceman.
That's rather amazing.
Thank you.
Is that an art
That's one of
breeder?
many things I made. Yeah.
I got to get back into art breeder. Alrighty, let's get back into the state of I don't have to click any buttons because Kat is controlling everything.
Weird kangaroo dog.
Let me go with the cat. Are you gonna?
I'm going to stick with the banana because I forgot him and I feel bad about it. So banana. We have 1 through 6 remaining, 2 left us. So if you just want to pick a number, there's the lizard person, the witch, the raccoon dog thing, the cat, and the banana.
Banana.
Banana. Alrighty. Since they have come from my brain, I feel that it is important to say, do not feed the gremlins. Make sure you are saving your work, backing it up, sending it to a friend, sending it to yourself, doing anything that you can to keep the gremlins from taking it away from you, because they've very clearly taken my brain today, and I have class soon. So, yay, that's going to be fun. All right, let's go ahead and get started on the sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go!
Charlie, you won!
Banana.
Banana!
Banana.
Right at the last,
Marvel the
like,
banana.
2 seconds. That banana was like, boom.
So, I am very happy to say that I at least have all of the layers set up for the next image that I'm going to be working on,
Nice.
which means I will be able to actually start making it. Yay. Very, very excited about that. I'm going to have to get going in just a minute, but how did everybody else do?
I did pretty well. I was adding recipes to my Notion so I can like go through them later and pick out recipes and all that good stuff. So, and it's what I did.
I eat food.
I
Nice.
might try to grab my plate and munch on it before class starts because I had about half the plate that I made for lunch, and then I was just like, I'm done. Which, not a bad thing, but
I'm still 8.
Yeah. Wouldn't be bad if I lost some weight, but at the same time, got to keep the
Do it in a healthy way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be ever so lovely. All right, so let's just take a quick look at the chat before I have to run off. Let's see. Wow, all my chats just came through at once, and most of them were apparently from before we went to the sprint.
Yeah.
Well, I just saw it all of a sudden went bonk. New messages. Oh yeah. Yay, banana! Oh man, have the fun with that. Alrighty. I have to remember not to hit end broadcast, just leave studio, pretend I'm on Flurry stream. Have the fun, everybody. Thank you for being here. Tomorrow we will definitely be doing something in Valheim over on Twitch, and then Friday, unless knock on wood, I have a relapse or something, we will be continuing our adventures in the wonderful, wonderful V Rising, because I've been enjoying that. I think other people have been enjoying that. Our off camera game has just gone insane, and we just took out the Fae, and I have to say, favorite power set in the game comes from the Fae Walker. It is amazing. It is so good. You get an attack Ghost Wolf. That you could be like,
nice.
attack! And it runs off and it hits the person that you're aimed at. And if it hits them, it'll actually pick somebody near them and go after them next. Like, wow, like, yes. It's useful. A useful power. Thank you. Finally. Alrighty. Yeah. So that's Friday. That's about it. Have the fun, y'all. I got to get ready for class. Bye.
Bye. And then there were two.
So, would you like to hear a potential idea I have for the skit type of thing?
Sure.
So, it's like they're in the soul realm, so between living and dead, so they can interact with people who are living and interact with people who are dead. And it's like, you don't belong here. What are you doing here? She's like, oh, I'm just visiting. Yeah, you shouldn't be visiting. Get out. But I was thinking of if I do it in connection to one of the other ideas that I already had, I could have life and death as characters, but like death is not death like you see death when you die. They're like, because the two of them are like in equal parts. When life was created, death was created, so that they could balance each other out, type of thing.
Yeah.
So they're almost like creation and destruction in a way, I guess, or order and chaos. But the irony here is life is emo. And death is the one who has flowers and pretty stuff all over. She's like, look, I got you a flower.
That reminds me of, what was it, American Dragon Jake Long or something like that, where they had the two characters and one could only visualize the future or something, or visualize good things, and the other one could only visualize bad things, but the person who could only visualize good things was like emo, and the person who could visualize bad things was like the most optimistic person ever. It was great.
And I'm like trying to decide if they would be the main characters, and then they're just them playing with the living and the dead.
Hello, Jules. It is
Yes.
us, the non-Charlies.
No, we are not Charlies. Yet again. But it will become a weekly occurrence for like 6 weeks.
6 to 8 weeks. I can't remember what Charlie said.
Also, I kind of want Life and, even though they were created at the same time, I almost want them to be a couple.
Mm,
Just because that's hilarious to me.
yeah.
I don't know why. The Sunshine one, and then it's like, but their personalities are swapped. Or like their powers are swapped, and it's adorable. But I also had, so this was like one of those writing ideas that I had that was like, my brain really wants to work on it, but one, was not in a headspace to work on it, and two, I was like, I have all these other projects that I'm working on, 2 books that I was like, I'm already working on these, I should work on these. But I had an idea where they're like the main character, like they live in a world where like soulmates and soul bonds exist, but like not everybody realizes they have them. Like some people end up with their soulmate not knowing. But she can actually see soul threads connecting people.
Interesting.
But there's a difference between a soul thread mate. They can be romantic, platonic, or like your sibling or your parent could be one of your soulmates. It would just mean you have a really strong bond with them. Like that's like beyond a regular connection. Like you could almost like feel their emotion or their pain. Sometimes like you'd be able to like, it'd be like, I can send you more emotion or take it away. So you don't feel certain emotions from them. But, and then there's also like your true like twin flame in that kind of as well, which is like your truest bond, I guess. And so I had like an idea with that where she like, it's a character that has like friends that like she's teaching about soul bonds and stuff, but at the same time the main character is like really gifted in them, and she has the rare ability to enter like a soul realm, and like she can actually find different people's soulmates for them if she wanted to, but she has experienced some like loss because of this, or like somebody she knew like could feel their soul bond, but because of the life they lived, they never went and searched for them. So she got to witness like the complete and total like destruction of someone when they lose their soul. Like she's like, it's a great thing. Like when you truly bond with them, it's wonderful. But if you lose your soul bond, mate, that grief is like tenfold.
Yeah. Jules has an interesting point. There are some interesting Asian mythology folklore regarding red thread / fated marriage, and I've seen some versions where there are other colors for different types of relationships.
Yeah, I didn't know what culture it was originally from, but the red thread basically is like, and then I have also heard of like a silver cord, but the silver cord I think is generally associated where when you astral project, that's how you visualize your body. Like you're still connected to your body. It's how you know you're still connected to your body and you're not dead. If you have a silver cord. Believe it or not, the red thread thing I learned about through Take a Wild Guess.
Fan fiction?
Yes.
Why am I not surprised?
I've learned about so many things through fan fiction. I was like, that's not like, really? Did you just make this up? And it's like, oh, You didn't. Somebody else came up with this. I don't lot of
Hi,
people
Maggie.
believe in this. Oh, dang. Hi, Maggie. So I could do that one. So it does originate from Chinese mythology. I
Cool.
totally have to do research into that. I'm like, do I want to do that type of thing? And like go off on that tangent mentally? Or do I want to pick like something in like the universe I'm already writing in?
Mm-hmm.
And then I can connect them?
Oh, poor Maggie has a headache
Oh,
or a
no.
migraine, so she's here to eavesdrop.
I hope it gets better.
I hope you feel better soon. Migraines are never fun.
No. But this is such a hard thing to decide. Because I don't want it to be the same as some of the ones that I'm a big fan of.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you haven't seen Hell's Bells on TikTok, which they do have compilations on their own channel, the See You Later is the account on TikTok and on YouTube. I highly recommend because it's hilarious, especially if you have religious trauma.
Why, especially if you have religious trauma?
Because they get to like, how do I describe this? It has helped, like in the comments and stuff, you can see that it has helped several people realize
Gotcha.
that they were they were not in the wrong. Because Hell's Bells essentially like is the hell help desk.
Mm-hmm.
So they deal with like incoming souls.
Oh, I think I've seen this before.
I belong in heaven, and it's like, really? Because look at this list of what you did. That you did all in the name of God.
Yeah.
Type of thing. Which like is amazing, and I love all of it's great. I love all of it. And Sharky. I love Sharky. But then I really like Hell's Bells, and then I also like Death and Martha.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't seen them, highly recommend Death and Martha. It's like, hello, my mortal companion. Where I'm pretty sure Death is somewhat flirting with Martha, but I'm not sure at the same time. Because I don't really understand that sometimes. But also, there was one video that was like, maybe I was seeing them actually Death flirting with this person. And this person has no idea that a cosmic being is flirting with them.
That's funny. Should we start another sprint?
We can. Say goodbye to the banana.
Goodbye, banana. Your timing was perfect. Your win was perfectly timed.
Right? When it started catching up, I was like, is Charlie's gonna win right when they're about to leave?
Yep. I'm gonna go with my kangaroo dog because I don't know why I'm so enamored with this character, but
It's a weird character.
oh, Jules wants to know, how does death flirt? Near death
Okay.
experiences just to get close to you?
No, so Death and Martha. Hold on. So Death and Martha Martha is dead.
Mm-hmm.
And she's basically kind of like Death's assistant, but let's be honest, she bosses Death around sometimes. And keeps Death organized and like giving Death the files of the people Death has to go collect, essentially. and you just gotta watch Death and Martha. I think what is let me y'all are gonna hear my audio for no you're not because I muted it. Okay, let me find it. Let me find their I don't remember their username. Um, Flicker Spark.
Flicker Spark.
FLICKERSPARK. Flicker Spark.
Oh, nice. And that's on
Also,
TikTok.
her makeup is amazing. Their makeup's amazing.
Oh, that's on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell's Bells, they actually put up compilations in like 30-minute chunks of like a bunch of their TikToks on See Ya Later on YouTube.
Gotcha.
I don't know if Flicker Spark has done that or not. But I highly recommend it. You might get entertained. All right. Let's do the sprinty sprint. Make sure you guys are hydrated. Save your work. Yes. Maggie's correct, by the way. There was other things that I was going to add, but I don't remember anymore. Let's sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Meow.
But kids are run.
So I was working, I finished typing up the recipes that from HelloFresh and adding them to my Notion. So then I started taking notes from this book I'm reading about description writing, and it's called, let me look up what it's called real quick because it is such a good book. I highly recommend it for everyone who struggles with writing description. It's called Word Painting, the Revised Edition by Rebecca McClanahan. And I'll write it down. Revised edition, Rebecca McClanahan. I think I spelled that right. Highly recommend this book because it is so it breaks down description up into such small parts that it's easy to actually understand, like, oh, so this is how it actually functions in a sentence and whatnot.
Oh.
You don't usually get that detailed of a look when people are writing about how to write description. They just are like, show don't tell, and then it's like, well, what does that mean? And this
Yeah.
actually explains what that means and like how to do it like repeatedly, which I love.
And also, so often when you hear show don't tell, they don't ever mention that sometimes it is best to tell.
Yeah.
Or sometimes what you think might be telling is showing.
Yeah.
Or the other way around. And it's like, no. Give me some harder examples.
Exactly. So what did you do this spring, Kat?
I watched TikTok.
Any good TikToks we need to know about?
Not really. Ooh, Maggie got the link for that book up in there, I think.
Oh,
wait.
nice.
Yes.
Thank you, Maggie.
Also, I mentioned it on my live stream, and I previously mentioned it on Charlie's, I think. That my therapist was reading a book and recommended it to me.
Mm-hmm.
She sent me a copy of the book.
Bye, Jules. Hope you make it back.
So, I got it out of the mailbox yesterday. So I haven't started it yet, but I really do want to start it. But it's The Healing Power of Storytelling, Using Personal Narrative to Navigate Illness, Trauma, and Loss, with writing prompts, reflective exercises, and real-life stories by Annie Brewster, MD, with Rachel Zimmerman.
Nice.
So.
Yeah, I'm very interested to hear how you enjoy that book because it feels relevant to me too.
Yeah. So many people we know.
Yes.
Honestly, it probably arrived on Monday, but my depressed ass didn't go outside.
I hardly ever check the mail. Sean does it all the time because I forget all the time.
So I was the primary mail checker, so Natalie forgets to check. Oh, and she also found this one.
Nice. Thank you, Maggie. Pull the cards for the chapter I need to write today. Going to be a sad chapter. Comma. Where's the rest of the sentence?
I wonder if that was supposed to be a period.
I don't know.
Also, I think it's supposed to say I pulled the cards.
Ah.
Because she's doing a book that she pulls cards and writes cards. Which reminds me, I need to determine which because I'm going to do the tarot prompt list again. Which I can't believe it's coming up on time for me to prepare for that. In all honesty. I need to pick which deck I'm gonna do. This year.
Ooh.
I might do the Marigold Tarot deck, actually. I might not even put a vote for it. I might just choose. Because previously, like, I've done a vote.
Yeah.
But this time, I think I might just choose. Because it's so pretty. Like, look at it. It's so pretty.
So shiny.
And Maggie just got hers. But hers doesn't have the gold edges. Hers has the black edges.
Here's the rest of the sentence. Because my MC is coming home from the mental hospital and is trying to deal with her survivor guilt and anthropophobia. Maggie loves her Marigold Tarot. She needs to do a video for it. I agree.
These cards are gorgeous. Like, and they feel like actual playing cards. Like
Nice.
how the canvas cards feel. So they actually like feel pretty good to handle.
Yeah.
Whereas some cards, like I have some of my Oracle cards, which I love. I love my Oracle decks, don't get me wrong. But the cards, this one's like basically like paper, like but cardboard, like
Yeah.
cardstock, but like smooth cardstock. And then I have some that's like laminated, almost.
Oh man.
Like on the like it feels almost laminated, but it's not exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, but I just really love the feel of these ones. These ones and is it Devotion of the Divine? It's the other deck that it's one of the decks that Laura got me.
Nice.
She got me my Prisma one. Oh, now I wish I had the black deck. That sounds amazing. Because mine have the gold outline. It almost it's like a metallic feel.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like running your finger across the blade without cutting yourself.
Yeah.
Like that's how mine feel.
Nice.
And I love them. I really like them. But the only other deck I have that's close to that feel is that Divine something tarot deck.
Divine
But
Feminine.
even those ones stick together.
Mm.
I do not need the black deck. I don't need it. I have like a list of tarot cards that I want.
See, and I haven't even found one that calls out to me. Like I've been looking, and none of them just feel right for me. The closest I've come to finding a tarot deck is there was a Prisma deck at the
like my deck?
art store.
Was it one of these decks?
No, it was white and it had prismatic colors on it. It was actually very cute, but I almost got it, but it was a little pricey, and I was like, I'm a little bold.
They can be very pricey.
Yeah.
There's one deck that I want that's like $85.
Oh man.
But it's through that person.
Yeah.
So that person has to actually order.
Yeah.
Like they don't have like somebody who like you order it and it just prints. No, they have to like
do it themselves.
Get it produced themselves.
Yeah.
But their cards are gorgeous. There's a couple of them. I know one of them is I'm gonna find it. I actually have a want to buy thing. Oh, I also want the true black tarot deck. The true black one is $85. And it's gorgeous. And then I also want it's Children of Litha tarot deck. That one's $55.
Wow.
That same person also has the nameless one, which that one looks gorgeous as well. What is? There's another one on here. The Weaver Tarot, which looks really cool. It's a reflective one,
Uh-huh.
which they're all just so pretty. That one's 78.
Whoa.
Yeah. But they're so pretty. But I want to spend like $200, $300 on some tarot decks. But you can only get those tarot decks from from their specific websites.
Yeah.
Which is why I saved the website so I wouldn't forget them. Because I'd be like, what was that one?
Do you mind if we do another sprint? I need to feed the doggy wogs.
All right. Say goodbye to the kitty cat.
Goodbye, meow meow.
We have 3 left.
Ooh.
And we also
gotta
only
be my
have,
weird kangaroo dog this time.
we have 35 minutes left, I think. 37? Because it's 7:23 my time and we end at 8 my time.
Yeah. We've
So.
got like 40 some odd minutes.
So this is probably going to be like the last sprint. We might have time for 2, maybe. I don't know.
We'll see. I mean, we can
go over a little bit.
Too.
Charlie said we could.
Yeah.
Charlie said we could do whatever we wanted. Never give me that.
The power.
Glory has also given me permission. Like, I could straight up just start a stream on any of her channels. And she'd be like, oh, this is happening. So, but all right. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sprint.
My guy was so close.
Ah,
Stupid dinosaur.
I mean, we always could do another one and see who is the one to win them all.
That's true. We might have to just because.
Excuse me.
So, how was your sprint?
I watched more TikTok.
Nice.
And I also think I decided that I might, if I do skits, I think I'm actually going to do Gallows Matriarch that way instead. Because that's the one with the fun covers
Oh, yeah.
that are like ridiculous. And I was like, this would actually, I think, might be one of the ones that I could. It would be much more entertaining that way.
Yeah.
Especially, and because I was like, what items am I going to use to like, so that people can tell what character I am?
Mhm.
Because it would just be me playing a bunch of people.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, because Theo can duplicate herself, what if I just wear flannels? And she has her set one, so that that's how the audience would always know it's her.
Yeah.
And then it'd be like her duplicates each have their own flannel. So you would know
Yeah.
which duplicate it is.
Nice.
And then I already know, so I have this hideous dress. I'll grab it, but you please tell me what you did. Sorry.
Or you could get like Thing 1, Thing 2 t-shirts for the duplicates.
Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. I don't have any money, so that's why I'm just
Oh,
like,
yeah,
this is
that's
what I
true.
have. I have this ugly ass dress. It has ruffles.
His
Like,
ruffles. Wow.
what it's God, it's like this some rich aunt character. Some rich bee is gonna wear this one. I haven't decided which character yet, but one of them. This
Nice.
is going to be the outfit. And I'm probably going to walk around with a wine glass as that character. Just because.
Of course.
Because otherwise I'm never wearing this dress.
Heather is here. Hi, Heather.
Hi, Heather.
She had parenting. She had to do parenting duties and dinner stuff. Nice. So I fed the dogs during that sprint, and then I was working on taking notes from that book that I recommended last time, the word painting revised edition book. So helpful.
This one.
Yes. I'm obsessed with this book. I really need to buy it and purchase it for myself, but I gotta make more money first.
So in part, I'm really hoping that if I actually do these skits, that will also help me keep my brain on track.
Uh-huh.
As weird as that sounds. Because do you ever get the urge to, you just need to act out what your character is doing?
No, not really. Like I get the urge to sometimes no, not really.
I know
how to
Maggie
describe
said
what I
that
do.
she does she'll do like some of the motions, but I'm
Yeah.
like, no, I have to get up sometimes and actually have to like mime what I want, just so that I can like in doing it, it kind of helps me figure out how to describe it.
Yeah. I mean, but you guys do a lot more physical stuff in your my novels are very like gentle and
Yeah.
they don't really have a lot of limbs flailing and whatnot.
I love pageants. Please show us the hideous dress. I also have, so my friend, when she got married, I performed her wedding.
Uh-huh.
She bought me my dress for her wedding, and it's actually a really nice dress. I could also use that dress, and that would give me a way to use that dress.
Yeah.
Which that one's actually really pretty, and it's actually really comfortable. Now I think about it. But I have clothes that, like some clothes that honestly, I don't know why I bought them. Because I probably will never wear them because they looked cute in the store, and then you get them home or in natural lighting, and you're like, oh crap. The lighting tricked me. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to turn my camera off and I'll throw that dress on and you'll see why it's hideous in a second.
Ooh, we're getting a preview of the character. Nice.
Hold on. Where's the front? Which one's the front? That one's the front.
This book is so handy, y'all. It's
Okay.
so handy.
Look at these sleeves. They're so 80s or 90s. And
I
then
think it's cute.
this is all frill.
That's funny.
Like, it'd be different if it didn't have the frill. It might not look as bad. But honestly, little kid, like my inner child, my inner, like, 7-year-old is the one who bought this. But yeah, and then, like, I imagine... I would actually put something in this cup, by the way. I'm like, you know, kid. Like the drunk wine aunt. Who's just like, you know, I got my money type of situation. Let me turn my camera back on. But it's just or if like I had gotten the one with the black sleeves, it would look better, in all honesty. It's just because the shockingness of the random ass.
I think it's just you're not used to seeing it on you because it looks really cute.
Oh, my roommate was like insulted when she saw it.
That's funny.
Which
But then again, I am looking at it through a tiny screen. It may look different in the real life.
But I was like, my inner like child, I loved leopard and cheetah print stuff so much. That is why I got it. Also, I'm pretty sure I owned a dress like that as a child. But a child version.
Nice.
I'm like 89% sure I had that dress as a child.
That's funny.
And also, if I do Gallows Matriarch skit type things, I can still use Life and Death.
Yeah.
Because they are, like, if I did, like, an explanation of, like, the first matriarch, I could do a skit with them. Type of thing.
Yeah. Nice.
It is 7:58 my time.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't like the stream. How bad of me. I fixed that problem.
Should we do one last sprint to see who is the final winner?
The final winner? Sure. Let's click race again. Say goodbye to the dinosaur.
Goodbye, dinosaur.
And we are left with your Doug Kangaroo and Carrie's witch. Carrie's not here to vote for this witch, but we all know.
Yes. One of us will be the winner.
One of you.
The other one will be left in the dust.
if the witch wins, we have to send a picture to Kara, be like, hey, you won, you just didn't know it.
Oh, Paget says if you have a seam ripper, you could maybe take the frills off, and that might do the trick.
I think that would open the sleeve. Yeah, so this is all one piece of fabric. So it would just open it
Huh.
into like an open thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the frills, you got the character depth. Thanks. See, also the thing is, I'm a little nervous. Like, if I did actually do skits and stuff, because I've never acted in anything.
Oh, see, I've grown up doing like church plays and then plays at school, and
The
like
only
I was always
acting-
acting. I even took acting classes.
The only
I
acting
was-
I have ever done was I took Greek drama in college.
Interesting.
And we had to we got split into groups, and this is why I have such an emotional attachment to Trojan women, by the way, is my group got assigned Trojan women,
Oh, nice.
and we had 2 females and 3 males. So the females played the men. I was Menelaus and Poseidon, because Trojan women is primarily like female characters. So like we went with like, because we had more men in our group, so the men played the females,
Nice.
and the girls played the guys. So I got to be a sassy ass.
That's funny.
I wore a Hawaiian shirt to be Poseidon, and then a button-up shirt to be Menelaus. So it was a thing. But all right, let's do a sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Woo!
You are the final winner!
I am the final winner.
Also, during that, I realized I'm eventually going to need a pink snake plushie for the skits. Because the snake on the cover,
Yeah.
that is the main character's familiar. She discovers it in book 1.
Uh-huh.
So it's like throughout the entire series that she has this snake. I was like, I'm going to need this eventually. So I
That's
messaged
funny.
my mom and both of my sisters. I was like, if you come across a pink snake plushie, I need it. Don't ask questions. They're going to ask questions.
That's funny.
And now I'm sitting here like, why can't I have done like a dragon or a turtle or any of the other random plushies I already own?
So when I was in kindergarten, we made we were doing the rainforest. We were learning about the rainforest. And so we made snakes using pantyhose, and like we stuffed the pantyhose with, I can't remember, it was like paper or something. And then we painted the pantyhose, whatever, like in the, so that we could make like colored snakes. And the mouth was the where we tied the pantyhose onto the paper, you know, or yeah.
To keep the paper in.
And yeah, so the tied part was the tongue, and then you had the whole snake, and so that's something you could do if you're desperate.
Also, like, I even have a giant freaking unicorn. Not a snake plushie. Maggie checked on the bees and goats and then ate a bowl of oatmeal.
Oatmeal. Every time I think of oatmeal, I think of in the Frosty the Snowman cartoon, how they're like, what are we gonna name the snowman? And the kid is like, oatmeal. They're like, oatmeal? Why would we name the snowman oatmeal?
Now I want to name a pet oatmeal. Oh, but I was scrolling through here. On my screen's really bright. Hold on. The Amazons, and I was like, oh look, a giant unicorn. Hey, I own that giant unicorn.
Nice.
It's like a $50 unicorn. And someone
That's
just
a pretty
gave it to
pricey
my
unicorn.
parents for free. It's my giant one that you've seen.
Yeah.
Somebody was moving, and so they got rid of a bunch of toys, like brand new toys
Wow.
and brand new furniture
Wow.
and stuff, because they had to empty out that house.
Yeah. Nice.
Because they actually had another house somewhere else.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It was originally actually going to go to some of my nieces, but my siblings never showed up. So my stepmom was like, hey, you want this giant unicorn? I was like, yes! She knows me so well.
Oh, Maggie is just seeking something she will keep down.
I'm sorry.
I hope you feel better soon.
Seriously, I have so many turtles. Why couldn't I have given her a turtle? But no, it's a snake.
Logistic issues.
What?
Logistic issues. That's why you didn't give her a turtle.
Yeah. Well, so I had been thinking that she puts her hair up and the snake will get in her hair, and it look, because it's a familiar and it has a little bit of its own magic, so it can actually appear as like jewelry or something.
Oh.
So it can actually camouflage itself on her
Yeah.
to look like just snake jewelry.
Cool.
So I could end up just getting a bunch of snake stuff,
Yeah.
like a necklace or a bracelet or like a hairpiece plus the
Yeah.
plushie. And that would be how you would know that it was the main character at that, like after she
Yeah. Makes
got
sense.
I believe I was going to name the snake Lucy
Lucy.
after
Lucy
Lucifer.
in the sky with diamonds.
Yeah, no, after Lucifer. Because she thought it was funny.
Lucifer in the sky with diamonds. Let's see, what did I tell you? What I just did the same thing I've been doing, which is taking notes from the I finished the chapter that I was working on, and now I'm writing down all the because they include exercises
Ooh.
that you can do to improve your skills. And so I'm writing down all of them, and I'm like, there's so many, type faster. type. And that is what I did.
I'm really excited
Nice.
to actually possibly do these skits.
Skits are always fun. If I had any ideas, I would totally be making skits and having you guys act it out. Like, I would be like, hey, does anyone want to play a role in my my skit? Because in high school I used to make them all the time, and my friends and I would like act them out and stuff, and we would have a hoot out of just the ridiculous stuff we'd come up with. We also used to, like, my friends and I also used to get together, and we would read erotic fiction in the funniest voices we could manage, and try not to laugh, which didn't work because we would just be laughing as soon as someone started reading. Because that's what you do when there's nothing else to do, apparently.
Possibly tomorrow, then I might spend a bunch of time actually working on like scripts, possibly, and actually like characters to like.
Nice.
I don't want to start with too many characters.
Yeah. Keep it simple until you can afford to come up with new outfits and stuff.
I mean just not to confuse myself.
Oh yeah.
I have enough clothes or random things. Like, don't forget, like I have top hats. I have a top hat. I have like a bunch of random things that could signify a character. Like, you'd be like, yeah, if there's a top hat, it's that character. Type of thing.
And you can always like put a sign on your chest or something.
I was honestly thinking like with like her mom and like, Mom, just tape it to me. Mom. And this would also be a way for me to develop the stories without fully writing them, and then I can fill in all the gaps later with more content and publish it as books.
Yeah.
That way.
Smart idea.
And then there would be the skits on the interwebs, and then there would also be books to go with it.
Nice.
Which I think would be really fun. By the way, I totally found a snake that was like, yes, I want this but pink. But the one they have is blue.
Oh, man.
That's a pretty blue. I wonder if I can also get a stuffed pomegranate plushie.
Or you could get one of those ornamental, like, fruit basket things.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
plastic
you
fruit.
can actually get pomegranate slushy thingies.
Nice.
This one has a face on it. It's going. It's adorable.
Maggie has spent the whole sprint moving things around her bookmarks folders. Nice. I'm surprised at how organized my bookmarks folder is, or bookmarks bar is on this.
Oh my god,
Because,
this one looks so good.
I just add so many random things to it. But I have like a whole thing for marketing tools and for copywriting.
It looks like
Ooh.
it straight up looks like a pomegranate.
Yes, it does.
But it says it's a blush. I'm not sure I believe it. Oh my god, it's supposed to be big. It's supposed to be like this big.
Wow.
There are no reviews, so I do not know if this is actually that. It's
Ginormous.
It's a throw pillow
Oh, man.
that looks like a pom. They have watermelon.
Wow.
They have durians, melons, jackfruit, kiwis, a giant lemon. You need a giant lemon.
Ooh, I need a giant lemon because I love lemons so much.
Lychee, mango, a mangosteen. I don't know what that is. A nectarine, an orange, a pineapple, an apple, a giant strawberry,
Oh, nice.
and a giant watermelon.
I need the giant lemon.
You do. You need a giant lemon. But damn, these are expensive. They're like almost $40
Oh, damn.
for a
They
giant.
better be that big then.
They better be big.
Ooh.
All right. It's 8:39 my time.
Yes.
We should probably end Charlie's stream.
Yes, probably should. I've got to go make dinner, so
Do you want me to do the ending clip, or do you want to do it?
sure, you can. You are the master of
There it is.
all
Okay.
this.